When we're ready to broadcast first with Paul, and then Will, and then Lucy, and then we'll turn the cameras off. When you're ready.
Sorry, I will be out the way this time. What's going on?
Just finish the game, don't worry.
I wish. Right.
No, it's Angry Birds. Hi, Paul. Yeah, good afternoon.
The recent record against Tottenham has been very good for West Ham. Why do you feel that the club, the players, been able to lift their game for this fixture?
Yeah, you're right, especially when we play home, but also away in a game. In the last one that we lost 3-2, but we were winning 2-1, 2 minutes to go. We played really good. We beat them twice. We always put like a special kind of performance. Okay, it is a derby and all that. And now my wish and the key is to get those kind of performances, no matter who we play against. But it is a special atmosphere. I mean, we all remember and those kind of performances and atmospheres, the fans and the players and everybody that was involved in them are talking for months after those games. So we still remember the game in May, or even the first one when we came here 2016 at Upton Park. So those are the patterns that we want to repeat on the game on Saturday. And knowing that we are playing against a top team, but if we repeat, as I said, that kind of everything, because against them you have to be complete, to have complete performance, we have a chance, of course.
You effectively ended their title hopes in May. Does that give you any sort of psychological advantage going into this game?
No, this is new season, this is new game. And but it gives us, no matter that we ended up there, hopes of winning the league. It gives us not psychological advantage, but as I said, it was recent. It was like a few months ago, and it gives you like good memories, and it gives you more than anything good pattern to repeat what you have actually done against that team. So we are not entering that kind of a game for the first time. You know, you are not asking or when the players think about their tasks, individual or as a team. It's not that we are asking them to do that what is on a paper, you know, they've done it already, which is, if you've done something successful, you know, that's always good.
You said in May that Tottenham were the best team in the league. Do you still feel that's the case early on in this season?
Best league likely you have in this league. You have few teams that are depending. You have one team is best in September, in October. The other one it varies. Okay, but I think so. Yeah, for me they are the team that plays most attractive football, and they are for me definitely one of the contenders to win the league. They are there, they have energy, they have patterns, they have individual quality, they got pace, and they got the team that they're building up for 3 years now, I think. And they're improving the team, they're adding to that team like squad-wise. New players, mostly young ones, you know, and that for me personally makes them maybe the best team, or the most attractive one, definitely.
The best performances this season have come away from home in the league. They're getting a lot of questions about Wembley.
Yeah, okay.
You've had this last season.
Yeah, we've been there.
What advice would you give them?
I can't give them advice. I can only say that it is kind of a natural what happened to them. It happened to us in the first part of the season last season. It happened to, I don't know, to basically all the clubs. No matter then in the meantime you can have a great game, but if you look first season of those clubs who were moving stadiums, especially if they were moving stadiums. I'm not talking about Juventus who moved stadium also, but they went to a more compact one from Delle Alpi to New Juventus Stadium. But I'm talking about when you go to those kind of moves, it affects your performances, and that is maybe just a bad spell or bad luck in some of those games, but maybe it is the thing that we've been talking about. When we're talking about the away games, those away games were both on these kind of white hart lanes. You know, is it Newcastle, St. James's Park, and especially Goodison? They are like old-fashioned with a small pitch, with that perception. But they have the quality, and it's gonna. At the end of the day, they won in the Champions League against Dortmund, so they will get over that.
3 games unbeaten for you and the team now. What's been the key, do you feel, to the turnaround? Have you a bit more of a spring in your step in recent?
Yeah, we are now. We stabilized, and well, we went step by step. First, we wanted to sort out those basic things, you know, to get the stability. Stop conceding, stop the opponent creating chances. For 90 minutes, looked at a solid team, keep shape, keep the distance between the lines, between the players, no matter what the result is and no matter what minute of the game is. Also, when you're taking the risk, to take it as a team, and to be fair, we have done it. So those basic things, and now the confidence is back. Of course, it comes back with the results, individual and the team won, and you can feel it. And now we want to build on that, of course.
How has Javier Hernandez reacted to maybe not quite playing in his preferred central position?
I spoke to him and I explained that in the press before we play Bolton. But okay, the truth is somewhere in between. You know, in one hand, okay, he's not playing there closest to opponent's goal, but then we are playing he's not playing wide. You know, we are playing with those couple of games we play with basically 3 strikers, and in a game against Huddersfield he had a chance, he had few chances, and he was a lot of time in a box. Against West Brom it was harder anyway, because how they defend, it was hard for him to, or for us to create a chance, but I told him he's a great lad, and I explained him that sometimes he has to sacrifice for the team. The team needed him in those couple of games. The team's gonna need him again in that position, but we're gonna look to put him in his natural position. But also when he plays this position, he can be very, very useful. As a good professional, as a great lad, he agrees, of course.
Where does Mark Noble fit into your starting 11 at the moment? And is it important to have a local guy for maybe a game like this against Tottenham?
It is important to have Mark always. Mark is our skipper, you know, and he is the one. He's a captain. He's club captain. He is responsible for a good atmosphere, and not only atmosphere, but shape and everything, discipline. In a dressing room, on a pitch, off the pitch, and of course it's great to have him back in a team, and where she's gonna fit, he's really good player. As I said, he's a very important person and player on the pitch for us.
Last couple of questions. Marko Arnautovic, you've said you want to see more from. Does he need to do it in a game like this, a big game against Tottenham at Derby?
Not only big games, but also in a big games. But I didn't say it that way, you know. I said it through praising him, because the people said, no, not you, I mean. But the people, he got the reward. He got man of the match reward, and I said, I agree. Yeah, it was like 2 assists and a few chances, and in a lot of things that we created in the first half that we played really good. He was in 80% of them. So I said that I expect that from him, and that I want to see him more regularly. In the terms that sometimes he gets satisfied with a few of these, and then okay. No, I have his ability, and he's got ability. He's got everything. That he has to do it minutes after minute all the time, and of course we are expecting that from him. He has to. We're gonna help him. We're gonna push him. I'm gonna push him. But he has to, with our help, he has to move the borders.
And last one for me, just generally speaking, what did you make of Mark Sampson's departure from the England women's team?
Look, I don't know. I don't like to comment the situation or the things that I don't know. And I heard about it, but to be fair, I don't know the facts, and to comment on something that I really have not even the minimum knowledge of what really happened, it would be not serious from me and not honest, That's all. Thanks. Thank you.
Slaven, afternoon. It's one of the most pleasing facts of the past few weeks that you've gone the whole of September without conceding.
Yeah, that's good, definitely. And I said that the team is. We expected that, of course, like you are expecting it. It's not only with West Ham; it's like with every club. If you have a good run, if you have a bad run, the class is permanent, but the confidence is temporary. The confidence can vary during the season, also during the game. During one game, it goes. If you have a good 10-minute spell, individual or as a team, you are playing. If the opponent scores or if the opponent is all over you, then you sink. Then you are not that confident. So, of course, those results and clean sheets and 4 points and 3-0 against Bolton, every little thing helps. And it helped us, of course. You see, suddenly we are better on the ball. Suddenly we are more compact. Suddenly we can jump more, and all that. So it's all linked. To think now, okay, we've done it now. Let's continue like whatever. It would be completely wrong, and we have to build on this, and not to lose those basic things. It's not that we are. That's my message. It's not that now we use those. It's not that we are using those basic things only when the time comes that we are back to the wall. No, basic things have to be used in every game, in every day. That's why they are called basics. You have to do them. If you don't do them, you are dead. You don't have a chance.
A win over Spurs and this big derby will be a huge confidence boost, not just to the fans but the players as well.
Of course, but we have to do it to show it on paper. But we don't know how we're going to win the game. We beat them twice. We don't know. But what I know is that we have to be complete. Just to do basic things against Spurs probably ain't gonna get you 3 points, But without basic things, you have no chance whatsoever. So we're gonna do them, but also we will have to do some extra things on the pitch to hurt them.
Talking about basic things, Swansea did all the basic things correct at Wembley last weekend. Is that the way to try and hurt Spurs, to keep very compact and frustrate them? They don't seem to be able to maybe break teams down as well sometimes when they get frustrated.
Yeah, and I watched exactly. I watched Swansea game, and they deserved it. Of course, they were closing them down. They were when needed, very deep with the whole team, but then occasionally pressing them and breaking their rhythm. And then to be fair, they limited Spurs on strikes from 20 yards outside the box and all that, and they limited them on a couple of those, or 3 or 4 of those semi chances, or a good chance, 1, 2 maybe from Son and Kane, and then they had that kind of a luck that is always necessary when you play against big guns, but they deserve it. So that is basically the pattern. You're right. That is the pattern that we have to repeat. But we don't have to watch. Okay, we're going to show some clips because it is a new season and we already showed. But we don't have to watch other teams. That's what I've been talking about. We don't have to watch to show them Swansea doing that, or Burnley doing that, or Chelsea doing that, or whoever doing that. We have to show them West Ham doing that. Exactly those players that many of them will play on Saturday, and that's good. That's positive deja vu. They've been there actually on the pitch. It happened, and that's a good thing. Thank you. Yeah.
So, having conceded in your last 3 matches, are we seeing the impact of an experienced player like Pablo Zabaleta finally making his mark on your back line?
Yeah, Pablo is okay, but Pablo was, for example, very, very good also in a game against Southampton that we lost 3-2. We conceded 3 goals, but it was a really good game from him. But of course, the characters like Pablo, they are very important, especially when we want to be compact and we want to close them down, and when we want to like having and keeping the good shape on the pitch. Yeah.
And Spurs themselves have only conceded 3 matches in the Premier League so far. What does your team need to do to break down such a strong defensive line, especially with the Tongan and Alderweireld, that partnership?
Spurs, okay, they are very strong at the back. They are not letting you too many chances to come close to their box or in their box with a lot of players. But as we showed last season, when we created some chances, the most of the game we were defending, but not really in our box. We were trying to get out, to get the ball off them as high as possible. But where we were really good was breaking like quick. Who was there? Carleri, Lanzini, Ayew, with the help of the wings. So we will, because they, as I said, they play attractive football and they play with numbers in front of the ball, and they are not losing a lot of the ball, to be fair, and they have a good transition also. But also when they lose the ball or when you take the ball out of them, there are a lot of space there. They have a good recovery, but we also have some really quality players there, and I expect from them to use that kind of opportunities.
And you mentioned Lanzini, they're obviously out for this match. Any other teams that we need to?
Lanzini started training today with us, with the team, but of course it's way too early for him. No, it's only Pedro Bianchi that got injured in a game against West Brom, and he will not be in a squad for Saturday. Again, one of those injuries when the player he finished the game against West Brom.